Who's it gonna be? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Wow, shut down. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge. Sticks the jump in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. All right, what's coming up next? Gets the knockdown, and now, heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Who's going to start things off? The jump-in is denied. Holds out with the block. Checks him with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump. Combo with the target combo. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart leader management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Jump? This is gonna hurt. Scrapping it out, up, drive rush to keep it going. Connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Pokes with a medium kick. Gotta do better than that. Pumps the brakes on the impact. The drive impact doesn't work. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Hit the drive. They got send them to another dimension. Excellent read. Lots of distance here. Who's baiting? Oh, kisses the fireball. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Who will come out on top in this final round? Medium kick. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Fires a blast. Drive sets up with the jump in. Ooh, you never drive rush. Neither fighter is showing any signs of back. All in with a rush. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Good cross-up attack. What's next? Do they have what it takes to spinning in all on the drive rush? Wraps it up with a throw. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Excuse me. Breaks the block with a throw. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Taking stock. Holds out with the block. Okay, creating some space here. That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? All right, let's get some. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. Combo with the target combo. Experiencing burnout. Oh, will this early super art shape the course of the round? Jump. There's an overdrive on. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. 3-volt, a quick breather. Burnout dissipates. Life lead is there, but still anyone... burnout activates. Their life is hanging by a thread. They're going for the super... Closes it out!
comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Continue on the scene.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? They got to escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Taking stock. Player one is using their drive liberally. Knockdown. Nice tech. Okay, creating some space here. From up above. 3 volt? What'll happen here? Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Finishes with the throw. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like hits him with a stopping block. Combo with the target combo. Chernobyl. They're thinking of scoring big off this cage use. Connect with medium kick. You've got to be mindful of regions. Oh, what's this? This is going to be bad news. Player one experiencing burnout. Knockdown and both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something here. Player two is dominating but untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player two took no time to finish that fight.
Round one.
They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. That drive impact is blocked. They don't score the punish counter, but still get a nice hit in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Goes for a driver. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Knockdown. Holds out with a block. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Reads them. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. In there! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Spikes them with three glove. Player two kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Opts to continue, fires off the Chernobyl. What'll happen here? Three gloves. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Oh, could be the start of something. Player two, untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player two took no time to finish that fight. Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Continue on the scene.
An honor, to be sure. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus range, making for a potentially high return. Sticks the combo. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. 3-volt ices him. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Spikes them with 3 gloves. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Medium kick hits. Okay, they trade hits. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Player hits them with a stop and pop. Both fighters have a full super meter on, looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 will need to use their meter here wisely. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. In with the crosser. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. In there! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Goes air to air to deny them a chance. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. From up above. Taking stock. The jump in is denied. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Are we going to see some fireworks here? The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Player, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Now that's how you use an impact. Goes for it all, but just brushes that off and keeps going. Gabon and sends them flying. Looking to impress with this super. Ooh, Bushin Scramble's gonna leave them hurting. Quick breather. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck, but executing that plan is the key. Opts for the critical art. Noticeable life lead is a doesn't check the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Smart play with the throw. 3-volt ices him. Player 1 out, goes close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. What are they gonna do? 3-volt! Okay, here we go. Player 1, tricky hidden variable. Down on life, big shots go out of sight. This is the time to believe in your ability. What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that run back. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner, buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Well-timed command throw there. What are they thinking there? Okay, they trade hits. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Takes a trip. Gets the jump in. Combo with the target combo. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Barely blocks the jump in. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Slides and goes for the leg. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Interdiction. Nothing's gonna save them now. Say goodbye to that life bar. Experiencing burnout. We have baits out the attack and get the punish count. KO. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Goes for the command grab. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. What's the play here? Plenty of space between the two fighters. Who will decide to close the gap? A drive rush to Trump brings out the super art. How is it gonna work out for them? Sticks the combo. Burnout is triggered. Reads them. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Adds on a bit, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Ooh, boosting scramble's gonna leave them hurting. Knockdown. Player 1 must be feeling good after the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Goes for the jump in. What'll happen here? Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still in there.
I expected the story to be more interesting.
Final round. Fight!
Smart play with the throw. Shows the medium kick. Still plenty of time left. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Player 2, drive rush. Closes the distance. Jump, sets up with the jump in. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Player 1 is in a bit all in with the rush. It's the interdiction. They've been waiting for this. This could change everything. Are we going to see a comeback? Knocks them out of the air. Dangerous range here. In with the toss-up. Flatline zone. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. best believe it's time for that run back. Barely blocks the jump in. Breaks the block with a throw. The jump in is denied. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? All right, what's coming up next? Player one can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Next hit gets them. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Vagabond and sends them flying. Cuts in with the drive impact. Barely blocks the jump in. Player one chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side swing. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Now that's how you use an impact. Both fighters are low on drive. Burnout activates. Looking to impress with this super interdiction. Nothing's gonna save them now. Say goodbye to that light bar. A quick breather. Goes to the air. Throws them. Both sides getting ready. And they think this is gonna hurt. What'll be the plan here? Of course, reads the jump in perfectly. Player one can't let this break through with a throw. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Throws them to negate the block. Starts with a jump in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Blocks the jump in. Reads them. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two.
The knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Box them with a target combo. Sticks the combo. Player one got smothered that round. They'll need to shake it off and show some more adaptation. Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger? Grabs them with the embrace. Kanobo. Both fighters planning something? Looking for a chance. Hits them with a stop and block. Vagabond and sends them flying. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Burnout activates. Blocks it. Super art. Jumps. Vagabond forever elevator. Reads the throw and escapes. Player one is not in the KO. Player two took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? Grabs them. That was a solid anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player two has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Can they exploit this advantage? Reads them. Next hit will end the round. Life lead gets them. Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round two. Fight.
Slides and goes for the leg. Were they baiting them into that? Box them with a target combo. Throws them. What's next? Closes the gap for the grab. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Big throws. A quick breather. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the hits him with a stopping bomb. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive gauge gap here. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Their spacing is so on point, springs forward with the drive rush. Experiencing burnout. Was hungry for the grab. Player 1 will look to apply prep. This is gonna hurt. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Connects with medium kick. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The impact gets blocked. Player 2 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Takes the chance to hurt him. What's going to follow the combo? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? What are they thinking here? Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Both sides looking for an opening. Blocks the jump in. We're at the halfway point of the round, and both fighters should be well past the warm-up phase. How will our fighters use this time to create chances for themselves? Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. I think they decided to create some distance here in order to slow down the pace a bit. Grabs them with the embrace. Both fighters are barely hanging in there, but someone's gotta act. In there! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like brushes that off and keeps going. Combo with the target combo. Heats it up with a combo into super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Now, can they finish the job? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. The impact doesn't do anything. Goes for the jump in. With breather. Player 1 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. You've gotta be my drops him hard. Yes, drive impact for the win. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Big counter. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Blocks the jump in. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. What's the play here? The pace is slowed considerably. Who will make the first move? Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Life lead opens up. All right, what's coming up next? Next hit will end the round. Gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Vagabond and sends them flying. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Going by Normio Theorem with a boosting spring. Both fighters planning something. Flushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Just goes for it at this range. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something. Crowns them from above. Okay, here we go. fools them and locks them in embrace. They don't have tricky hidden variable. Closing moments of the match. What solid anti-air. What a finish. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes for the drive rush there. Hold your breath. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Backs them into the corner. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Sticks the combo. Box him with a target combo. All right, what's coming up next? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Spikes him with 3 gloves. Life lead opens up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. 3 gloves! Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Knockdown and... checks with a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Player 1, oh, what's this? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. And the KO! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Is that it?
Final round. Fight.
Kicks out a kick. Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. That feeling out fake, this is gonna hurt. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Betting it all on the drive rush. What now? They're in range. We gotta see it. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Oh no, caught by the interdiction. Doesn't matter how far you run, he's gonna get you. And the damage is unreal. Player 1, maybe it could be hidden variable. Works it. Amazing. Drives it back misses. Closes it out. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Brushes that off and keeps going. Box him with a target combo. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Whipping a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. The neutral gamer adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Takes a trip. The jump-in is denied. All right, what's coming up next? They block the overhead, and player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. What's going to be the play here with this kind of meter down? Life lead opens up. Changing up the beat with a hidden variable. Next hit with experiencing burnout. Will that drive impact get punished? Going in, player 2 in trouble with no drive. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. In there! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Both fighters planning something? Player one hits him with a stop and pop. Looking for a chance. Oh, what's this? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Gabon and sends them flying. Genius read. Checks with a medium kick. Spikes him with free glove. Player burnout activates. Noticeable life lead is a goes out of sight. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
The last tricky hidden variable. Parry. Oh, that's gonna leave him rattled. To throw whiffs. Solid anti-air. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Throw is denied. What a read. A jump, a throw, snipe. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? What's next? Somehow manages to block the jump in. Medium kick into. Turns out. Oh, they switch sides. Both sides getting ready. Looking for a hold. Solid anti-air. Excellent block. Knocked them out of the air. Noticeable life. Tricky hit it there. Flatline zone. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Goes out of sight. Jump. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. What's the play here?
Now observe.
The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player one chases them down. Taking stock. Reads them. Next hit will end the round. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight!
They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Checks with a medium kick. Decides to move, brushes that off and keeps going. Box him with a target combo. Is this early super gonna digs in deep to get that drive in? Player two in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Jumps up. Player one needs the burnout activates. Tries to catch him out with the arc stick. Going in. Jumps? No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Hits them with a stop and pop. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be turning it right up with a super. Sprays them from above with the potion beats. Amazing. Finds the target. The tip goes out of sight. That's gonna leave him rattled. Flatlines them. Player two was an absolute beast in that match.